People speak differently in the workplace, in interviews, when they're giving a speech, than they do at a party, in a bar, with their friends or family in a casual situation. In this English lesson, we're going to talk about how to sound more professional. Our Go Natural English teacher, Diane, is going to share several phrases and little tricks that you can use to quickly, actually instantly, sound much more professional with your English speaking. And I'm going to show you how you can build your confidence by taking a class on Skillshare that I'm actually taking as well. It's a class about how to speak more confidently for content creators if you're creating videos, but it's also super helpful if you want to do more public speaking or sound more confident in general in your speaking skills. So just before I hand the lesson over to teacher Diane, I want to tell you how you can get 1 month free of Skillshare and what Skillshare is and how it can benefit you. Skillshare is an online platform where there's thousands of courses on different skills. Whether you're looking to learn a new hobby, just something for fun, or a new skill that will help you pivot or grow in your career, Skillshare is a great place to start. If you're tired of your job or you're feeling bored in your personal life, then invest in yourself with a Skillshare membership that gives you access to thousands of courses, and new courses are posted every week. It's really incredible what you can find on the Skillshare website. So personally, I mentioned I'm taking a course on Skillshare. I love browsing through all the possibilities and just clicking on what piques my interest, what makes me feel curious when I go, ooh, I want to learn more about that. I can just click on it and access premium courses as part of my membership. So the course that I'm taking is called How to Speak Confidently on Camera, a guide for content creators, by Nathaniel Drew. So I recommend this course for advanced English speakers who want to feel more fluent and more confident, especially speaking on camera or in public. If this sounds interesting to you, then look in the description because there is a link and a code, Go Natural English. And the first 1,000 people to click on the link and use the Go Natural English code, it's literally Go Natural English is how you spell it out, you can get 1 month free of Skillshare. And in 1 month's time, you can learn a lot. You can explore thousands of courses and you can post your homework. You can get feedback. So if you want to practice your English speaking, this is a great chance to do that. So I highly recommend you check it out. So check out Skillshare today to learn a new skill and explore what's out there to enrich your life. Now, are you ready to sound more professional with teacher Diane's tips? Well, here we go. Let's jump into the English lesson.
Hi, I'm Diane from GoNaturalEnglish.com, your personal English coach and motivator. Sounding professional at work or at a job interview can be very intimidating, especially if English is your second language. I remember being scared when I tried to sound more professional because I lacked confidence in my speech. Oftentimes, confidence can take you a long way even if you're not a fluent English speaker. But today, we're going to improve our professional English speech. Whether you have a job interview, a business meeting, or you just want to sound more fluent and proper at work, today is going to be the day that you learn how to sound more professional. Keep in mind that what we're going to learn today is not really used when talking to a friend, on a date, or at a party. This is not how you would sound in a casual conversation. Sometimes some terms are used interchangeably, but let's just keep in mind that this is for a business situation. And if you like these English tips that help you become fluent faster, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out our ebook and our Go Natural English Fluency course at GoNaturalEnglish.com. I encourage you to start paying attention how your bosses or coworkers talk to each other, and that way you get used to, okay, this is how they sound at work, And then pay attention to how maybe your friends sound outside of work. There may be a difference, so pay close attention to that. I would even start paying attention to movies, TV shows. They do make that clear distinction when they are in a business office setting and whether they are at a park or outside of an office. And what we're going to learn today can also apply to work emails. If you have trouble writing professional emails in English, you could apply these terms and phrases to the emails that you have to write at work. Here are my top 15 professional American English phrases that you'll hear in a business professional setting. Number 1, back to the drawing board. To start with a new idea after all other ideas have failed. Let's go back to the drawing board since our last idea didn't really work out with the client. And this one in particular can also be used casually, like you have all these ideas that you want to do something with a friend, but they all failed. So you can say, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's start over. You can say it in a casual way too. 2, to touch base. This means to stay in touch after a meeting, like a brief follow-up talk after something that you had discussed. I will touch base with you to see how the project is coming along. Number 3, reach out. It means to get in contact with someone. It could be a phone call or an email. Can you reach out to the client to make sure that we are good to go? And when you hear that, it could be a call or an email. It's not very specific. It just means to get in touch with somebody to make sure that they are responding or responsive. Number 4, forward planning. It's just a fancy way to say planning. Forward planning is crucial for our business to grow. Forward planning is just planning. You plan something for the future. I think it's a little redundant, but it is used in business English. Number 5, let me elaborate. This means to explain something in detail. It's just a fancy word for to explain something. He will elaborate on our business plan during the meeting today. Number 6, to be proactive. To take initiative on a task or a project without being asked. We always need to be proactive to get more sales. Number 7, due diligence. To do good research prior to making a decision. I did my due diligence before accepting the deal. Number 8, going forward. It just means that from this point on, something will start. Going forward, everyone needs to come into the office at 7 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. Number 9, a brief overview. It just means a summary of what was talked about. Let's do a brief overview of what we talked about last week in the meeting. Number 10, down the line. That literally means in the future. Down the line means in the future. Things might change down the line, so we need to be proactive and adjust these changes. 11, best course of action. It just means the best plan. Our best course of action is to meet with our investors next week. Number 12, streamline. Just means to simplify a process. The shipping process needs to be streamlined so that we can improve our turnaround time. Number 13, quick recap. It is exactly the same as a brief overview. It's just a summary of what was talked about or discussed in a previous meeting. To quickly recap, we need to improve on our customer service. 14, to get the ball rolling, to start something. Let's get the ball rolling by introducing ourselves. Number 15, keep me in the loop. To keep someone updated. Keep me in the loop about our future clients. These all may sound more difficult than they really are. It's just fancy English business jargon that may sound complicated, but it's really not. You will get used to it. Just start paying attention when you're at work or watching movies, how conversations or the vocabulary might change when a group of people are in a business meeting or at work versus the park or on a date or at a party. I suggest to practice these phrases in front of the mirror, maybe record yourself so you can practice and hear yourself how how you would sound as a professional English speaker. And most important of all, have confidence in yourself. There's nothing more professional than confidence in yourself. And don't miss free Go Natural English tips by signing up at gonaturalenglish.com/email or clicking the link down below in the description. And thank you so much for watching my video today. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.